Hi, my name is Pete, and I am a geek. This room and I guess a handful of things that you can see here should already illustrate that I kind of still have that personal tie to all the things that I grew up with as a kid. Still have Transformers, Star Wars action figures. I think there's some Wonder Woman over there in the corner. I spent a lot of time going to comic book and pop culture conventions, and I have a blog that also where I talk about going to pop culture and geek conventions, and I guess part of it is it's a way to tie back to how I remember being as a child. Had a lot of fun as a kid. Had a lot of fun, with friends of mine who were geeks, who talked about, comic books, sci-fi, fantasy, and the fact that that is still a really big part of pop culture right now. Means that I feel like a kid in a candy store pretty much all the time whenever I go to the movies, whenever there's something on TV. I have a lot of other interests. I'm a Boston sports fan. I love to teach. I'm a big fan of the English language. I love to go out. I love to eat. Maybe a little too much. But I think everything really just goes back to that enthusiasm and excitement that I had. With worlds, universes, themes, everything that had to do with the kind of stuff that I grew up with. I'm lucky that I have a wife who shares in that and has that same kind of enthusiasm, and also lucky that I'm a pretty extroverted person, so I'm not the kind of person who's going to lock himself away in his room and just sort of hoard all his toys and not talk to anybody. I love socializing. I love going out. I love hanging out with friends, getting a few drinks, having some laughs. But I think maybe I'm most comfortable once I'm through socializing, once I'm, all drained from interacting with people all day and all night, to actually come back here and just kind of sit, click on the internet, read comic books online, read comic books on my iPad, and just kind of sit in this room where I have all of the kitsch and toys and things that make me feel, that kind of comfort that I did when I was growing up. It was a great childhood. It's been a great adulthood, and I like being able to kind of have those different aspects of myself be prominent. I'm an unashamed geek, and I think my friends have finally gotten to the point where they've accepted that. They like to make fun of me for a lot of things, but my feeling is I have what I like to call geek swagger. In that I'm not ashamed to talk about things, to interact with people in terms of pop culture. I'm a movie quoter. I'm a person who always knows what actor was in what, and and even though I have friends who make fun of that, I still think it's who I am, and I can't really, and I'll probably never change that. So I'm very comfortable in my own skin. I'm very comfortable interacting with other people and being friends with people from all walks of life. And I think most people that I know who I'm friends with, even if they aren't all out geeks, they are people who I can at least understand on a certain level, and I think who understand me. So that's who I am, and I'm looking forward to seeing who everybody else is.